Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone. We have a multi-day severe weather event going to be unfolding later today, going through Sunday, Monday, and then a little brief break on Tuesday, and then the severe weather is going to ramp right back up again on Wednesday. We have a lot of stuff to go over today. Like I said, the severe weather events. We're going to go over each day in detail, and then we're going to go over Wednesday as well. We have flooding that could be possible as we get through the next 7 to 10 days as well. We're going to kind of briefly touch on that as well and go over future radar. So if you're just now joining us, please click that thumbs up button. Comment where you're from. Comment what kind of weather conditions you're seeing out there. The more you interact with our posts and comment, like all that stuff, it'll tell Facebook you want to see more of our content, and it'll start popping up on your feed more sooner as soon as we post. So as soon as you can see those, please leave a comment or hit that like button as you're scrolling Facebook. Over on YouTube, if you don't mind, click that subscribe button. It's like following a page on Facebook. So hit that subscribe button, hit all notifications, and you'll be notified every time we go live over on or post video content or go live over on YouTube as well. We do have most days, especially active weather days, we are usually live over there basically all day long, including live weather and radar and alerts. We have a ticker over there as well for watches and warnings as well. So if you want to come over there every once in a while and check us out, that would be awesome as well. All right, let's get right into the severe weather that's starting later today. Alrighty, here is Saturday's severe weather outlook. Most of this will happen later today and through the overnight hours, but the slight risk of severe thunderstorms across parts of central and northern Oklahoma into southeastern Kansas and Missouri. So scattered severe thunderstorms should occur across parts of the central and southern plains into the mid-Mississippi Valley, mainly this evening through the overnight hours. So this may include an organized thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms across parts of northern Oklahoma into southeastern Kansas and possibly western Missouri, capable of producing very large hail in excess of basically hen eggs, possibly up to baseball size, damaging winds, and perhaps a couple of tornadoes today. So slight risk, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, just a few areas here. Marginal risk even down here towards Louisiana as well. This goes to show you that we had a marginal risk yesterday in parts of Texas into Louisiana, and they finally updated it later in the day to a slight risk. But we had a tornado watch. We had several tornado warnings through parts of Louisiana, parts of eastern Texas, far eastern Texas, southwestern Arkansas even. And a couple of those were on the ground just north of Shreveport, I believe, as well. So just goes to show you, just because you're not under a major moderate risk or an enhanced risk, there could be tornadoes. So if you're under a marginal risk, you still need to keep an eye to the sky and basically stay weather aware, because you never know what's going to happen. And yesterday proved that across parts of Louisiana into southwestern Arkansas as well. All right, marginal risk: Dallas, Fort Worth, New Orleans, up towards Omaha, Nebraska, Arlington, Texas, up towards St. Louis, far southern Iowa as well. So let's go over the risks for today. If you're just now joining us, this is going to be pretty long as we have a lot of stuff to cover this multi-day severe weather event, and we're going to have to talk about Wednesday next week as well. All right, tornado outlook for today. That green areas, 2 to 4% like probability of a tornado within 25 miles at any given point. Let me tell you, that was the only risk we had down here, was in the green. So you can't really get your mind wrapped around, well, I'm not in a major risk or a hatched area or anything else, I don't need to worry about it. Well, like I said, parts of Louisiana, southern Arkansas was in this little green yesterday, and there was a couple of different times there was observed tornadoes on the ground yesterday. So You can't get wrapped around the threats, the threat levels, anything like that. If you are under the gun, marginal or higher, you need to stay weather aware regardless, okay? So, all right, southern parts of Louisiana through southern Mississippi, 2 to 4% probability of a tornado within 25 miles at any given point. Then parts of central Oklahoma, all the way up through western half of Missouri, southeastern parts of Kansas, 2 to 4% probability of a tornado within 25 miles of any given point. All right, wind risk today, basically from Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, Missouri, far northwestern Arkansas. Probability of severe winds in excess of 57, 58 miles an hour. So 15 to 29% likelihood there. There hasn't been an update from the Storm Prediction Center since 7 o'clock this morning. So you need to stay with us. Check our page often as we get updates from the Storm Prediction Center, because they'll probably have another update this afternoon regarding today and tomorrow as well. So here's the wind. Let's go over hail. Hail's the bigger threat today. But like I said, don't get your mind wrapped around individual threats. If you're under at least a marginal risk, you need to stay weather aware regardless, okay? All right, here is the significant risk for today, that hatched area in parts of Oklahoma into parts of Kansas here. We're talking Oklahoma City, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, Midwest City, Oklahoma, just a few places in this hatched area. Means significant hail could be possible today in excess of 2 inches in diameter. Those are hen eggs. And then as you work up, there could be a possibility of baseball-sized hail in a few spots. So if these storms really get robust updrafts and stuff like that. So need to be under, or basically weather aware for today across that area, as well, as that's where the significant hail could be. Like I said, we have not seen a Storm Prediction Center update since 7 o'clock this morning. So that, like I said, stay up on the page. We'll have further updates as the Storm Prediction Center comes out with new outlooks and stuff like that. All right, let's talk about tomorrow, talk about Monday, and then we're going to go over the future radar as well. All right, here's the day 2 outlook. This is Sunday from the Storm Prediction Center. You can see a widespread enhanced area from basically far northern Louisiana through most of basically eastern 3/4 of Arkansas, southeastern quarter of or third of Missouri, most of southern half of Illinois, all the way up most of Indiana, eastern or western parts of Ohio, down through most of Kentucky, eastern half or western half of Tennessee, northern half of Mississippi, northwestern parts of Alabama. Enhanced risk for tomorrow. That's that orange color here. On the other side of that, the slight risk here. So some of the cities in the enhanced in Indianapolis, Indiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, St. Louis, Little Rock, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Cape Girardeau. So just a few places there. Now, in the slight risk, Chicago, Detroit, Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, down here towards parts of Louisiana, northeastern Texas, including the Monroe area. Monroe, you're kind of right on the line there of the enhanced and the slight risk there. So just stay weather aware there. So in the marginal, Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, all the way up towards Georgia or Atlanta, Georgia, just a few spots there. So let's go over in individual risks here, but a widespread, substantial severe weather event is forecasted across an area, basically, like I said, centered across Ohio, mid and lower Mississippi valleys, lower Missouri, Tennessee River valleys as well. Very large hail in excess of 2 inches in diameter, damaging straight line winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, and very strong tornadoes could be possible as well, especially in this enhanced risk area. So let's go over each individual risk. All right, tornado outlook for tomorrow. You can see we have that hatched area. So not good news, because significant tornadoes are possible, especially in that hatched area. EF2 or greater. But Yellow, basically 10 to 14% probability of a tornado within 25 miles at any given point, and you're in that hatched area, so possibility of a strong tornado, strong tornadoes is possible, greater than EF2. So basically Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, Clarksville, Tennessee, down towards right around Jonesboro, Arkansas, Boot Heel of Missouri, northern parts of Mississippi, northwestern corner of Alabama as well. You're under the gun, like I said, but Storm Prediction Center, as they have continued updates, and you stay up on our page because this could change as we go into later today into tomorrow. So when they have new outlooks, all right. I know I've said that a few times, but need to get that out there so you're paying attention with this because tomorrow is going to be a very significant weather day. All right, wind outlook for tomorrow, anywhere in those hatched areas here, basically from Little Rock towards northeastern Arkansas, Memphis, up towards Louisville, Kentucky, Paducah, southern Illinois, up to most of Indiana, parts of Ohio here, anywhere in that hatched area, you have a probability of significant wind greater than hurricane force. So in excess of starting hurricane force wind. So greater than 74 miles an hour is possible across this hatched area here. Let me see if I can get you a few other towns here. So like I said, Nashville, Memphis, St. Louis, Cincinnati, down towards Little Rock as well. So like I said, very significant weather day for tomorrow. Let's go over the hail risk real quick. Very substantial severe hail outlook here with the hatched areas here. So basically all of Arkansas, about the quarter, southeastern quarter, third of Missouri, southern Illinois, central southern Indiana, western half of Kentucky and Tennessee, getting into Mississippi, northwestern parts of Alabama even. So this is a very, very substantial risk for tomorrow as well. Greater than 2 inches in diameter, which are hen eggs, probably looking at golf ball, baseball size hail possibilities as we go tomorrow. So this is not good news. So all the risk factors are there. There's all significant. So I'm thinking there could be an upgrade to a moderate risk somewhere, but we'll have to wait and see here because of all the substantial risks coming for tomorrow. Then we get into Monday, and this is a huge slight risk area all the way from Louisiana all the way up to New York State. 72 million people are under a slight risk for Monday. That's just unbelievable. So 411,000 square miles under a slight risk. That's just a crazy big for this time of year. So slight risk for Monday, and there's going to be some probably a few bouts of significant severe weather in here as well. Tornadoes, large hail, and some damaging winds. Let me go over Wednesday really quick because we're going to have a little bit of a break on Tuesday, but don't let your guard down because Wednesday we're going to get some more severe weather, which we don't want to talk about. I'm telling you, I hate this time of year because it's always nasty severe weather as we transition the seasons basically. So this year has been rough already, and April and May we still got to get through. April May is usually one of the biggest months for severe weather and tornadoes across most of the central and eastern United States. So all right, like I said, we get a little bit of a break across the south on Tuesday, but slight risk already up for parts of Kansas, northern Missouri into Iowa and Nebraska for Tuesday. And the beat keeps going here. So Wednesday, another significant severe weather event possibility, basically over the same areas that we're going to deal with tomorrow. So Arkansas, parts of Missouri, southern Illinois, Indiana, parts of or western half of Kentucky, Tennessee, parts of northwestern Mississippi, basically the same areas that are going to get that been hit over and over again over the past 3 weeks. We're going to get it again on Wednesday. So just keep that in the back of your mind. We got to get through tomorrow and Monday, but Wednesday there's going to be another significant severe weather event possible. This is April 2nd on Wednesday. All right, that was a lot to go through, I know. So thanks you for bearing with me here, but I need to go over each day, each individual risk to kind of give you guys information so you guys can plan on your days ahead. All right, I'm going to go over the latest Weather Prediction Center 7-day precipitation outlook. Kind of focused basically from Ohio, the Ohio River Valley down here to the mid and lower Mississippi River Valley, because this is going to be the target. I said the rainfall is good news, but a lot is going to come at too short of a period of time, and there's going to be some flooding issues, and then we have severe weather issues on top of that. So we multi-day severe weather event. We're going to have possibility of 6 to 10 inches of rainfall in parts of the lower Ohio River Valley to the mid-Mississippi Valley here, basically from right around the Memphis area, going all the way up to the southwestern corner of Ohio here. So there's going to be flooding with this coming in a very short period of time over the next 7 days, and this is not going to stop after that. So there's going to be some possibilities that some people get 12 to 16 inches of rain possibly over the next 15 days in some of these same areas here. So it's going to be very unsettled. This is great news for drought relief. There's been a lot of wildfires out here towards Missouri, Arkansas, and the Ozarks, basically everywhere. So this is good drought relief. But like I said, we got severe weather we're going to have to deal with because of it. Could be a lot could come too fast and have some flooding to deal with as well. So stay up with us for sure to keep updated on that. All right, let's go over future radar here. This is early this afternoon, New Orleans, maybe some storms around and some showers across, maybe rumble or two of thunder around Memphis even this afternoon as this little wave kind of goes through. And then here comes the next system. This is midnight tonight. So this is going to be mostly a late evening to overnight event. So Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma, southern parts of Kansas here, and with some getting up here towards Iowa, some broken lines of storms up this way as well. But just west of Dallas as well. So could be some storms developing. And then this basically goes through Dallas, through Tulsa area right around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. I said timing could be a little bit off. I'm just going to show you step by step here what's possibly going to happen. So I want to show you this too, because this is going to be important for tomorrow, especially the risk. Okay, so we're going to have a line of storms come through parts of Missouri into western Arkansas as we go towards early morning. Okay, so then these are going to kind of die out. So to me, that's telling me that there's going to be an outflow boundary somewhere. So wherever that sets up, that's going to be the focal point of storm initiation for tomorrow. It just all depends on how fast the atmosphere recovers too behind that outflow boundary as well. But I think wherever that outflow boundary is on these first line of storms here that are coming later tonight into tomorrow morning, that's where I think the storms will initiate tomorrow afternoon, which I think is going to be basically south central Missouri, north central Arkansas, through parts just west of Little Rock. So we'll see how this plays out through here. But you see, most of the day is going to be kind of quiet. So, and then as we get towards 2 o'clock, there could be some individual cells trying to blow up here towards just southwest of Indianapolis, south of Springfield, Missouri, or Springfield, Illinois, around the St. Louis area as well. So you get these individual storms out by themselves, that could mean trouble. Okay, so we go to 3 o'clock. Here's 4 o'clock, and here we go. We're going to have starting to get supercells developing out by themselves, which is not good news at all. Okay, it's because you want this. You want these. I know we don't want storms at all, but we want storms to basically get into a line, basically a squall line, and kind of move through. But once we get these storms out by themselves, there will be a cap in place too, as well. Basically, it'll be basically a warmer layer above our heads. So anything that we get some updrafts, it kind of stops where this warmer layer is. But as this piece of energy and colder air aloft comes through, the cap will break, and there'll probably be some explosive thunderstorm development tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so north central Arkansas towards southeastern Missouri. This is just one model, though. Okay, so HRRR kind of does it at times here. So here's 5 o'clock tomorrow, 6, 7 o'clock. You can see even down here towards Dallas, individual storms developing as well. North central Arkansas, even all the way up towards Ohio, Indiana, starting to get into more of a linear mode up here, but a lot of wind, hail, strong tornadoes are possible. I mean, even these individual storms, it's kind of getting into tomorrow evening. And then, like I said, we're starting to get a little bit more linear, but still the individual storms here, with some of them even looking like they're hooking back here as well. So that's not a good look. So this is 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Here's 10, 11, 12, 1 through the Memphis area. Just getting slammed 1 o'clock on Monday morning. And then this thing really starts rocketing to the south and east, getting through the Birmingham area, getting towards New Orleans as we go towards 7 a.m. on Monday morning. So timing could change, just showing you the latest here. But you need to stay up on the weather and stay with us over on Facebook. We'll have continuous updates over there as well. So please, if you see our content, please comment, please interact with it. It'll tell Facebook you want to see more, and then our posts will pop up in your feed more often. So the more you react, the more you comment, etc. That's how Facebook algorithm works. If you don't comment, you don't react to something, you follow, it's not going to pop up on your feed as often. Okay, so you got to react, you got to comment, stuff like that. Just help us help you. We're trying to get you the latest weather information. Some people are not getting posts until 2 to 3 days after. So we're trying to keep you all ahead of what's coming over the next few days. So severe weather later today into the overnight hours. Going to see where that outflow boundary kind of sets up across central Missouri down through Arkansas. That'll be the focal point of initiation for storms for tomorrow. That's why I'm thinking the risk areas could change just a little bit for tomorrow. So we'll have to see what the Storm Prediction Center says as they do some other updates. And then really focusing on the supercell development for tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, and then more of a linear mode as we get into the late overnight hours, in through the early morning hours as you get through Alabama, in through southern Mississippi as well. But significant tornadoes, significant wind in excess of 74 miles an hour, big time hail coming over the next few days as well. And then we'll start nailing down the details on the significant severe weather event that's coming on Wednesday as well. And all this thrown out there, basically all of the kitchen sink being thrown at us here. We're going to have to talk about flooding as well, because it's going to be continuous round after round after round of severe weather and storms coming through the same areas here over the next 6 to 7 days across the area. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I know this is a long one, had a lot of stuff to talk about, so stay weather aware out there, and please stay up on our Facebook page for the latest updates. And please, if you see our posts, please react to them pretty quickly. Okay, so it'll help, basically tells Facebook that you want to see more of our content. Okay, all right, have a great day, everyone. Please stay weather aware. Keep your phones charged, keep your weather radios activated, because a lot of this is going to happen into some of the overnight hours of tonight into tomorrow night as well. So into Sunday night as well. So need to have a way to get warnings and have it wake you up as well. Okay. Have a good day, everyone. Stay safe. Stay weather aware. We'll have all the latest over on our Facebook page as we go forward. Okay.